Hi yogis, it's Christy Kokami and today we're going to be focusing on bandhas. So why is it important to be able to access the bandhas? There's a few reasons why. Bandhas are really helpful for being able to use the internal muscles to help support your transitions as well as the postures themselves. It helps keep your practice safe and also makes the poses more easeful. The more you access these bandhas, the more you're going to be able to call them when you're doing more complex and advanced postures as you continue to evolve your practice. Using bandhas can also be a very meditative practice, helping you being able to find balance in all aspects or all dimensions of your body in space. Using bandhas also helps you find balance. Physical balance in the sense that you're able to keep front and back body even because you're drawing up that internal support. And one of my teachers always said that in every posture, you're always trying to find Tadasana or mountain pose, which creates symmetry in the spine and throughout the body. And also liken it to just being able to find your center and find stability and balance. Bandhas can be energetically uplifting depending on which ones you activate. Mulabandha has an uplifting energy. It reverses the downward flow of energy and brings it upwards. Uddiyana bandha very similarly also raises energy by lifting the energy from the low belly up. From an energetic perspective, it's very important to be able to lift the energy when you are feeling tired or when energetically it's kind of turning down. So similarly, in your practice, you don't want yourself to drop into the bones and joints and dump into the low back or into any of the joints as you're practicing. You want to be able to find that energetic lift, find that muscular lift of the bandhas to be able to help with the structural integrity of your pose and transitions, which will help keep the practice safe. To feel the bandhas in today's class, we're going to practice Surya Namaskar A, which is part of the Ashtanga primary series, as well as other vinyasa practices by using a block. Using a block will help us be able to connect to the bandhas and feel them so that we can connect to ourselves more deeply, making the practice very meditative and introspective. Okay, let's get started. For today's class, you'll need a block. You can place it at the top of your mat and come to Sukhasana. Easy pose. Legs are crossed at mid-shin. Knees and ankles are in alignment with each other. You can move the flesh of your buttocks off to the side and feel your sit bones down on the ground. To access mulabandha, we have to be able to feel our pelvic floor and become aware of it. So you can think of it as a diamond shape, pubic bone in front, sit bones to the side, and tailbone and back. Sit to the front of your sit bones. Allow that pelvic floor to move forward. Sit to the back of your sit bones. Allow your pelvic floor to roll back. Sit to the front of your sit bones. Notice how the front body opens. Sit to the back of your sit bones. Notice how the back body opens. Now, sit yourself to the center of your sit bones and notice that slight engagement through the low belly, accessing uddiyana bandha, the abdominal lock, almost like you're zipping up your front pair of pants. So from your pubic bone, see if you can find that energetic lift of the low belly, feeling a rise through the front body. You might even feel your spine a little bit longer. Notice that with uddiyana bandha, you feel almost a little bit of support in the back body. So you lift the low belly, so you support the front of your spine. Right? Sensing mulabandha, take the outer edges of your sit bones together. See if you can find that lift from your pelvic floor through the crown of your head. Oftentimes people describe mulabandha as a Kegel exercise, and it's not really a Kegel exercise. What mulabandha is, it's a lifting from the pelvic floor. My teacher, Allison West, used to call it coning up. So you imagine this cone shape moving from the pelvic floor and up through the crown, getting the deep, deep internal muscles to start working and engaging. Take a cleansing breath in and a cleansing breath out, chanting Om 3 times to start class. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Join your hands. Knuckles lift your heart and gently bow your head. Release your hands. Softly open your eyes and gently lift your gaze. Take your block and come up to stand. Accessing mulabandha. So place the block between your thighs, and just as you did when you were seated, see if you can find that coning up action. So lift the inner thighs to lift the block up into your pelvic floor. See if you can find that subtle energetic lift that moves from your pelvic floor through the crown of your head. Now notice if your block has moved back, notice how that makes you close off the back body. So see if you can simply lift the block up vertically without moving it back. To continue to help support the low back from the front, engage uddiyana bandha from your pubic bone. Lift like you're zipping up your front pair of pants, feeling how the low back softens and lengthens. Tadasana. Inhale to lift the block, mulabandha. Exhale, uddiyana bandha, draw your navel in. Take a cleansing breath in and a cleansing breath out. Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing salute. Reach your arms up to the sky, staying here. Find symmetry and balance through the body. Can you lift the block, mulabandha, allowing that length through the crown? Exhale, uddiyana bandha, draw your navel in. Can you keep front and back body even? Inhale, reach your side ribs up towards the sky. Continue to activate mulabandha, lifting the block, lifting the navel. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Hinge from your hips, forward fold over the thighs. Draw the block back, opening up the back body. Lift mulabandha. See if you can find that internal support from the pelvic floor. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Uddiyana bandha, filling in low back from the front. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Lengthen your heart forward and up. Option to place your hands above or below the knees, not on the joints. Staying here, widen across your collarbones, open up top chest. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Feeling mulabandha here. Lift the block up into the pelvic floor. See if you can find that energetic length through the crown. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Draw your navel in. Can you protect the low back from the front? Now, you don't want to pull the navel in so much that you're rounding. See if you can find that gentle lifting of the low belly. So we're supporting that lordotic curve, the curve in the low back, without completely dumping the weight down. Inhale. Exhale, move your block off to the side. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Plank. Step your feet back. Once again, place the block between your thighs here. Feeling mulabandha, lift the block up into the pelvic floor. See if you can find that length through the crown. Exhale, draw your navel in. Fill in low back from the front. Option to take the pose down on your knees if you have difficulty with holding a plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga down, halfway. Bend your elbows in towards your ribs, come down halfway. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes, roll your shoulder blades down your back, and lift your heart forward and up, staying here. Feeling the bandhas, lift mulabandha, lift the block up into the pelvic floor. Exhale, uddiyana bandha, draw your navel in to protect your low back. Inhale, find that length through the crown. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your back toes, lift your hips. Staying here. Lift mulabandha. See if you can lift the block up into your pelvis. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Draw your navel in. Fill in low back from the front. Notice how you keep front and back body even. Take a cleansing breath in and a cleansing breath out. Move the block off to the side. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold uttanasana. Hop, step, or float your feet between your hands. Place the block between your thighs once again. Feeling Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, half lift. Hands come above or below the knees, staying here. Lift the block into your pelvis. Uddiyana bandha, draw your navel in. Fill in the low back from the front. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Lift the block up towards the sky, widen through the back body. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Hug the inner thighs. Find that stability through the pelvis. Exhale, Samasthiti. Take your hands down through prayer at heart center. Take a cleansing breath in and a cleansing breath out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you were able to connect to the bandhas and really be able to feel that energetic lift, making the practice a little bit more meditative, bringing some depth into the postures and precision and detail. If you're interested in feeling mulabandha and uddiyana bandha in Surya Namaskar B, click on my Patreon on the link below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.